Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of OMG WAT DAT. My name is Jubu, and today I am at the Manoa Chinese cemetery. I was invited by Obake. Thanks Obake for inviting me to this one of your sessions. We're here to explore Manoa Chinese cemetery. Yeah. Anyway, for those of you who are wondering, where is Poke? Poke is not with me today. Officially, he's gone and done his own thing. You know, good luck to him, and hope he does good with what he needs to do. Anyway, peace, guys. I'll be settling, and then let's go explore. Then I'll tell you the stories a little later. Hi guys. Okay, we are in Manoa Chinese Cemetery right now. I'm on the crossroads, one of the crossroads. This right now is on the back side of the children's cemetery. If you do come up here, guys, remember, always bring candy, just to make the spirits of the children happy as they're here. Right now I'm kind of walking around the area. So guys, once again, like I was saying, I'm at the Manoa Chinese Cemetery. I'm just looking around right now. Heads up to Obake for holding this event. I was invited to, and I'm here tonight. I'm just basically exploring prior to the event happening. This is actually the kids section. For those of you who know about the kids section itself, you want to make sure that you do bring candy and all that. This is a really great cemetery that looks great at night. Anyway, yeah, so enjoy as I explore the area. Yeah. Anyway, just to give you a heads up, there are two stories in this location. One of which is the crying girl. Sorry, I'm kind of readjusting to the light. The crying girl. And there is a vortex tree, for those of you who know about it. It's basically a tree that had a person hang himself and cause little things over here. Anyway, once again, like I said, we're at the Manoa Chinese Cemetery. Let's get more pictures of the exploration. Let's go explore a little bit more. Okay, anyway, this is from the road, guys. Currently right now we're just waiting for more people to come in, but this is a cemetery from the top of the hill. That's a few people who's actually going to be here later at night attending, but this is actually the cemetery itself. I'm trying to take in as much as I can, but supposedly there's a vortex tree that is a portal to another dimension and all that. So this is one thing that I'm gonna just keep in mind when we're here. But there's also the story of the crying girl. A lot of people actually talked about it a while ago, and a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people talked about it. So it's a common story. It's a story about a little girl who was crying at one of the headstones, asking for help. Not asking for help, but is crying because, you know, she was left behind and all that. I don't do a really good story about I don't, you know, really tell the story well, because it's not really a story I'm used to telling. Something I heard on that side. Oh, that's a dog. But this is the children's side of the cemetery, and yeah. Now, one thing I gotta ask everybody to do, if you do come to this location, even during the day, please respect the area. Also, remember to bring candy for the children that's here if you can. Only because, based on the stories I've been told about this location, the children are kind of lonely. This is the children's side. So, just to keep them happy and keep the spirits from clinging on to you, if you want, you can actually just leave candy. Just throw the candy out there for them to go and munch on. And also be, you know, remembered. But like I said, this is Manoa Chinese Cemetery. All right, let's go up further. All right, guys, we're back. We're gonna go head to the upper side of the area. Hopefully Robert will show us the more scarier side. I personally want to be in an area where the spirits say hello.
Yeah. Be nice.
I'm walking right now with Carolyn, with don't fall.
I'm not fine. I misstepped there. That's me. I can't blame it, ghost.
See, they're all walking. Why aren't they all walking?
Oh, there's quite a few of them.
Because he was gonna drive everybody up.
Oh, yeah.
So I told everybody I'm just gonna walk it up here.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, this is Manoa Chinese Cemetery. It's one of the older cemeteries here on the island. For those of you on the mainland, it's a very beautiful cemetery compared to some of the ones I've seen on the west side. If you guys actually seen Sunset Cemetery, this is like the total opposite, where it's maintained well.
Yeah. And the view of the mountain behind.
Yes, the view of the mountain is actually pretty good. For those of you, I'm not sure if you guys can actually see that. Let me give you the view itself. Let me turn off the lights, might help a little more. I don't know if that's actually going to help right now, but we'll see when we get to another location. But we're here to just experience what we can experience. Now, there are stories at this location, like I was saying earlier, of the crying girl. It's the girl that basically sits at one of these tombstones. I don't know which one. So I'm just only repeating what I overheard. And basically she's alone up here, sad because everybody left her behind. The story goes where if you see her up here, basically some people run. Which is weird. Personally, if I see a girl up here and she's not a ghostly form, why would you run? Did you hear that?
I did. Yeah.
I think that's more of a cat though.
Yeah. And it's going to be difficult because it's Halloween night and...
Yep. And all the children walking around.
Well, it's getting later, so I should be going to bed. It's a school night.
Yeah, like that's gonna...
They're really looking for candy. That's true.
Now, like I was saying, the kid, basically, she's lonely at the fact that she was left behind. I do believe this is a Glenn Grant story. I might be wrong though. All right, guys, I'm back. I just had to walk Carolyn to an area where she can actually get to the car. We kind of walked a fairly amount of height to the top. So I'm headed back to the top. Anyway, there is a few stories out here. It's not privy of me to actually be telling all of those stories, because this is not my stories. Though there is one from Glenn Grant. I do believe it's from Glenn Grant, and it's basically about that little girl I was saying earlier. Basically the story goes that she like some guys has seen her floating around crying, and the reason why she's crying is she feels like she was left behind. Just making the long story short, in regards to the story, I hear the car, so I'll let them pass. Hi guys! Hi! Hi! I'll meet you guys up there. So they're all stuff. I'm basically going to be walking up the hill, primarily just telling the story of what we have. Here at this location, there's supposedly a crying girl, and what she is she's basically a girl that was lost. I'm just gonna give you the gist of the story. Basically, a few people had supposedly brought her home because they felt sad for her being left behind. During the time when they brought her home and all that kind of stuff, they bring her to the parents. The parents supposedly go, what are you guys talking about? You guys are talking about my daughter who's dead. You know, that's basically the gist, that they brought home a lonely girl crying. So we're gonna head up there right now. Let me get you a view of where we're going. So we're gonna attend a Baki's event. Joe Punaho also will be here and all that. So yeah, we'll get back to you guys when I get back to you guys.
Is it okay if I stand down the stairs and I don't want to do it here, it's just the heart. The heart is in the back there. Joel's gonna love that story, Robert, about the tree. Joel's gonna love, he's gonna be so psyched to hear that story. I know Joel is.
This is the tree that supposedly houses a spirit. It's actually a good spirit. This is the view of Manoa Valley from the spirit tree. Nice smell. Here's another view from the other side of the cemetery. All right, let's go and go to where Baka is. Hey guys, so we're here today. We're just waiting on people. I just wanted to show you a few things. Here's some nice looking statues. These are zodiac statues that basically tell the year, what year you're at. But everything you see on the wall is basically zodiac wall. It's pretty nice.
Behind this door, right? And so I said, this guy runs out, his shadow runs out, runs across the So I went over there for, yeah, I can see that guy, I look here. So I went to go look, and I stood by the door. So I started talking, and I asked him questions and everything. And at one point I said, hey, there's somebody here, can you do me a favor? Can you knock on the door to let me know you're there, you know? So I'm asking this question several times, and, you know, eventually there was nothing. Dang, nothing going on. So, I went home, and I played the tape, and we got to that part. Can you knock on the door, please, and let me know you're there? Not only did it knock, it was like, boom, 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 boom. The guy crossing the street was right next to me, right?
It's a beautiful cemetery, guys. Like I said, just exploring. The view is pretty good though. Alright guys, sorry, I had to go back to go grab another battery. Headed back again. Currently right now, Obaka is actually doing his event. I'm just walking up the hill. But like I was saying before, this is a great place. Though it's not really creepy per se over here. It just seems like it's serene, like most of the cemeteries I've been at. Normally they're serene and all that. So far nothing. I've not experienced anything I'm not really a you know, really scared person, so but let's just keep on going. I will be turning off the lights as I get closer to the top, just because it's this is a Waki's event, not mine, but this is a time when I can actually go and see things. Like I said, I don't want to go out there and disturb things. I'm just gonna stick to the road. Well, okay, well, I'm gonna need the light.
Cemetery started back in 1851 when a bunch of Chinese philanthropists or people who were in business in Chinatown, they needed a place to have their relatives buried. Because back in the 1800s, Chinese laborers were brought over here from China. They only got paid like $2 a month. And you know, a lot of them would, you know, supposed to be sending the money home to their families, take care of their, you know, their wife, their kids or something. Some of them ended up in just selling, just gambling their money away. And they're supposed to be sending home. And a lot of them kind of like if a lot of people know there was in Kalihi there was a kind of like a pupuli house or kind of like a mental hospital up by Lanikila Elementary School, and a lot of them ended up in the puli ward or committing suicide and all of that. So in the Chinese culture, a lot of them needed a place to be, buried temporarily before they get shipped home to China. And what happens is that they get buried for like about 5 to 7 years, and then they're dug up, they're disinterred, or Chinese would say chakwa, meaning dig up the remains, the bones. And what they would do is they would clean the remains, wrap it in cloth, and then put it into a crock in a sitting position. And they would pay certain people money to have them hand carry it back home to China, to their family village, so they can be buried in the family cemetery. And this went on all the way up to World War II. When World War II broke out, they stopped sending the remains back home because people felt that they were smuggling things out of Hawaii and sending it to China or to a different country. It's the same story as in mooncakes. You guys follow Moon Festival and all of that. During the revolution, they used to send messages in mooncakes, just so they can let the other people know what they were doing or what they were thinking of doing. But relating back to the cemetery, they needed a place, so they asked Kamehameha III for this site. And so they came up here and they looked, and they said that the feng shui or the geomancer version of the land and the wind and the way it's facing the ocean, so they can travel back home. So basically, when you're looking at the grave sites, the headstones are at the feet. The headstones are not on the head. Only in other cemeteries you see that the headstones are placed on the head. The reason for that is Chinese believe that you don't put a headstone on top of a head due to the fact that you obstruct the person from sitting up and eating. That's why they have this ceremony during Qingming time where they bring food offerings and burn money and the family get together. It's kind of like a family picnic. So it's like remembering your ancestors and all of that. And there was a history of someone mentioning that they only do that up to the age of 100 years old, the person, which is not true. This can go on for as long as the family is able to still hold the tradition and do the traditions.
So it's not like Day of the Dead, all eternity.
Correct. But the last is 1 month, from April 5th to May 5th. And leap year goes back 1 day, April 4th to May 4th. The reason why technically the Chinese spring break, or when spring begins, basically there's only like 2 to 3 days where the people can actually go to the grave in China. When the laborers came to Hawaii and trying to get up to Manoa Cemetery, for a lot of these people that were working, taking care of their families, they had a very hard time. A lot of them didn't have no vehicles and they had a hard time. So the Chinese community came together and said, we'll just do it for 1 month, give people enough time to come up here to pay respects to their grave, to sweep the grave, clean the grave. Because back days we never really had no groundskeeper or something to take care of. Same as in digging the graves. They would pay somebody or hire somebody to actually dig the grave for the family. And the graves back in those days in the late 1800s was like about $10 a plot. Now it's at $8,000 a plot.
Yeah.
You guys have any questions?
I do. Someone asked earlier, do you have to be Chinese to be buried here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Until they.
Didn't know. Didn't know that. Okay.
Well, we have like Japanese, Portuguese, Hawaiian, all different people buried over here. It's just they didn't basically it was made, the cemetery is technically for the Chinese people, but as time progressed and all of that, as long as the families and all these people that's buried here respect the culture and all of that, I don't see nothing wrong with them being buried up here in a Chinese cemetery. It's a beautiful place, that's why.
sitting down and we're getting some interesting results. I'm going to turn this on right now and we're going to see if there's somebody here. Before I even turn it on, you can see the device. I'm going to ask if there is spiritual on here tonight. This is an important night for you. Can you let me know that? And I'm asking for someone that would speak directly to us. I'm not asking for anything evil around us, but it is Halloween night. We don't want that type of a situation at all. So I'm going to ask that our guardians, our angels stand around us while we do this. We're about to begin. If this is an important place to you, or Halloween is an important night to you, can you let me know that? I'm going to wait for a response. Sometimes the spirit box is going to let it warm up a while. So if nothing comes out right away, let me know if you folks hear something now or later. Here we go. Is there anyone there that wants to talk with us tonight? Let me know if anyone hears anything there. Spirits. Okay, so spirits. Spirits, is this your tree? Is this an important tree to you? How many spirits are watching us right now in this vortex tree? Someone put a flashlight on here. Let's switch the speed rate on this one. Obaki, whoa, ho, ho. So I heard Obaki. But are you trying to talk directly to me? What's here? Who's here? Smoke is near. There's again. What night is this? Can you tell me? You're trying to talk to me. I heard Joe, I heard Obaki. Who are you trying to talk to?
Joe Baki.
Give me a name. Please give me a name. Joyce? Who's Joyce? David.
I didn't know Carolyn was... Is that Carolyn?
Spirits again? Who would you like to talk to?
Better not say me. Oh. Lately I've been having that call.
Why do you keep saying Obaki?
I heard Obaki again. Yeah.
What do you...
Ask him a question, dude.
What would you like to tell me? Talk as loud and clear as possible. I'm going to ask somebody else to hold this to see if you're a receptor. Who would like to hold this spirit box? Stick your hand out.
What's that?
Oh, let's try to get a picture of downtown.
Can you
Just
talk
what?
better with this other person holding the spirit box right now?
Not that good.
Obaki? Yes? Okay, I'm going to ask that question again. Why did we hear conch shells earlier? Was that you or someone else? You said no?
Nope.
Joe? It's something like, it's like 20. 20 what? That was a whole sentence.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna share this.
You had a dog too, right, earlier?
They liked something.
Was that your dog that we heard? There's a lot of voices coming from. Is that your dog we heard earlier with the conch shells? Can you say the name of the dog, please? It wasn't Pokey, right? Yes? Okay. Is there a spirit of somebody's family here right now in this vortex tree? So, my friend here said that there's a sad young girl that's buried here. Is that true? Little girl, yeah. It's a little girl that's very sad over here. She feels like she's forgotten. Is that true? There's a girl here that feels like she's forgotten at this cemetery, yes or no? Yes or no, please? Okay, well, thank you for what you're here tonight. I really want to know who was blowing the conch shells. I know this is a very important place, so I'm not surprised that there were conch shells. But I thank you very much for being here. And for some reason you said my name a lot tonight. And I don't know, should I say this? Happy Halloween? Is it okay to say Happy Halloween? Nope? Okay.
Samhain.
I said the wrong thing.
Happy Samhain.
Okay, well, I'm going to turn this off by saying goodbye to whoever's here in this vortex tree or around us or anything else like that. I'm going to ask you to step back and not come towards us. I ask this in the name of God the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. And I also ask every single one of our guardian angels to stand by us to allow us to walk away from here. Oh, wait. That's a very important question. Thank you, Hawaiian Hauntings. Good question. I have to ask that. Does Glenn Grant still come here to Manoa Chinese Cemetery?
I heard yes.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
Yes, again.
Is he here right now?
Here now?
I heard yes also.
You heard yes?
Yep.
Hi, Glenn.
Glenn, are you here right now? Glenn Grant, are you here?
I keep hearing it.
Was that a hope?
Dr. Grant, are you here?
Let's see if you can get more than a one-syllable answer. Ask him what story would he like us to
You
tell.
are. I know you would love using one of these devices to talk.
Ask him if he would like to hear a story and which one.
Dr. Glenn, would you like to tell us a story? What do you want? Wow. She heard, what do you want? Was it that clear as day?
And it was funny. All of them.
Chicken skin. Total chicken skin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm flabbergasted. Seriously, I'm
Total chicken skin, I know.
amazed by that. Dr. Glenn, can you tell us a story?
Something passed by.
Yeah. Some
That
shadows
way.
down there, yeah.
Yeah, it just went that way.
Yeah.
You won't funny. I have
That's why I
CDs
thought
on my
was
dad of Glenn Grant coming through. Guy gave it to me like a while ago. So.
Yeah.
Dr. Glenn, was this your favorite holiday? Yes. Now that you're on the other side, do you talk to these spirits a lot? Yes. Yes. Okay, we're on to something here, and I'm beginning to feel more and more strained, like I'm being drained. Dr. Glenn, I have a question for you. What would you like to tell us about what is going on nowadays with the paranormal community?
Good question.
Hey, Irish Whiskey Paranormal. Do you have any words of advice for us, Dr. Glenn? Or Dr. Grant, do you have any words of advice? Slovakia again. What would you like to? What kind of advice would you like to give us, Dr. Grant?
Hi guys, okay, on behalf of OMG WAT DAT, my name's Jubu. This is OMG WAT DAT, and this was Manoa Chinese Cemetery. See you to the next one, and don't forget, share, like, and subscribe.